Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking.
Welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, subscribe button, man. Check this out. We got Young and Jefe who don't care about nothing but what the check say. You feel me? And we got Spider Loc. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm not into the LA politics about who know who and who beat up who and none of that. But it's just crazy that these guys, but I see it's all content. It's all content, but this is what I mean when content start getting to the point where it could go left or right. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's chop it out. I want to see what N Jefe had to say. Shout out to Young N Jefe. Go check out his channel, man. You feel me? Let's go.
The recipient of Hot Topics is Spider Loc. So, y'all know the other day I had dropped a segment pertaining to me and a squabble with the homie Loc from East Coast. So, with me doing that segment, the itsy bitsy spider came down the water sprout and felt the need to defend a situation that he wasn't there for and don't know about. So, as anybody know,
And that's what I mean. And you know what's crazy is I was saying the same thing. Like I got one thing I can't say, right? So, and all you cats talking about dudes glazing and this and this and that. I'm not with all that. I'm OG, all that old pause when you talking stuff. I ain't with all that, bro. I'm from the old school, bro. I'm older than a lot of you cats that's on this internet pumping me. You feel me? Well, I feel what N Jefe is saying, man. Like, and I tell people this all the time. You can't argue a point or a fact or something that you didn't partake in, you wasn't around to see, or you didn't do your homework on. You can't go off something else and argue a point or even bring up something and try to back something up that you wasn't a part of. You know what I'm saying? And I get what Young N Jefe is saying right here, man. You did. Anyway, let's get back to it. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Let's go.
that taps into my story times. I always put PG-13 because I'm not telling my stories to do any damage towards a character that's solid unless he got that coming. Now, as far as Loc, it's a lot of things that I can speak on, but I'm not going to speak on because it's not my set business. You know what I'm saying? And I really stand on that rite of passage as far as eternal things that have not been placed on the internet. This is a guy that I've done time with. This is a guy I had to squabble with. We got past that. It was cool. And this is a guy I spoke to as well when I was on the streets. So I had seen a comment from one of the supporters the other day like, hey, spider this, spider that. You know I ignored it. I ain't had time to be combing through this man content because, as I can see.
And another thing I want to say though, you know what I'm saying? I understand where N Jefe be where he coming from, but I also want to say this, right? Is I watched N Jefe on No Jumper say he had just seen a video of the snitching allegations with Rollo. And I'm saying to myself, how can you be a good podcaster if you're not paying attention to the content that's going on the internet? You dig? Well, like you gotta watch content, you got to pay attention, you got to be up on everything. But he's doing a good job because, like he said, man, at the end of the day, what he putting out there is his own personal experiences, what he went through, as far as the fact that who he squabbled up with, who he did jail time with. So shout out to Spider Loc too. I ain't got nothing against Spider Loc. I like Spider Loc. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what they talking about messy and none of that stuff. I'm just here reacting to it. It's a reaction channel, so I react. And for y'all that's talking about, no, quit talking, let it play. Boy, I talk, bruh. But you can do me one favor. You want me to shut up? Hit that like, subscribe button and that notification bell, and I'll be quiet. Anyway, let's get back to the content.
Right now, in the month of September, the content space is very tight. In which content you choosing to narrate and or react to. And Spider Loc is a channel of almost 100,000 people but it's a struggling channel. A channel of almost 100,000 people that's doing like 2,800. You know, he placing out 10 segments in a day, things like that to try to recuperate and make things, you know what I'm saying, compile in one, you know what I'm saying, and hoping to see a decent check. Now, in no form, way, or fashion did I tell my story to disrespect.
That was a shot though, right there. You feel me? That was definitely a shot. Hey, I can't knock him though, man, because I ain't gonna front. Like, I don't know how long Spider Loc been doing content, man, but I've been recently doing content now. I had a YouTube channel for a long time, but I just recently started really doing content like maybe 3 months ago. You feel me? And everybody gonna have that fast takeoff. And let me explain something else to y'all too. In Los Angeles, California, a city full of gangbangers, let me explain some how easy it is for your numbers to go up. You in a city full of gangbangers, and you only talk about gangbanging politics. Every gangbanger out there they gonna tap in. Your enemies might not, but they gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? People gonna tap into your channel because they want to hear what you got to say, so they can critique what comes out your mouth. You feel me? So when I be telling, when they be like, "How these LA dudes getting all these subscribers so fast?" It's easy to get 1,000 subscribers in LA because they all gangbangers. If you claiming a Crip set, you don't think it's gonna be 1,000, 2,000 Crips that's gonna, even if they from a whole different Crip set, that's gonna tune in, that's gonna subscribe to your channel. Bloods too. You feel me? But with Spider Loc, I would say for Spider Loc to be a rapper that was with the G Unit and 50 Cent G Unit crew, that you would think that he'd have way more subscribers. But I'm not knocking that man hustle, man. Get that bag how you get it. You know what I'm saying? That was a cold shot from Young getting Jefe. But that's the same thing Spider Loc can say, well, yeah, well, you go low jump and fall asleep all the time and get extra hyped up over situations that really don't concern you at all. Like, so what is it? You know what I'm saying? He could come back at you like that. You hear me? But that's neither here or there. Anyway, let's get back to the content. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Let's go.
Or downplay East Coast in no form or fashion. You know, it was a situation, a squabble I had with an individual. It wasn't an East Coast A-Tray situation. So I couldn't understand why would this guy, who I had dealings with, and all my dealings with this guy has been solid. All my dealings with this guy has been solid. And this is a messy guy. I can explain situations I've been in with Spider, and situations that Spider had led me privy to, which had anything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Just because, I'm not going to even say camaraderie, just standard. Like, people get that standard with me. I don't have to know somebody to know that they being messy or doing something that can place them in a trick bag, or furthermore, have them on the wrong end of a stick to out them.
And to that, I say this, right? I hear what NF is saying, right? But at the same time, the things you doing could put you in a trick bag too. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of you done had, I done seen a lot of people call young NF out on this internet thing, like that they don't like what he doing. So for him to put that jacket on Spider Loc and say he's messy and he this, he that, man, you getting the same energy too. So y'all both got giving the same energy out. It's just in different aspect. You might consider him messy, but somebody else looking at your content and Hefe and saying, I don't like what you doing. I'm pretty sure because and Hefe done got on here and talked many times and said he done got calls from people saying take that down. They don't like this, they don't like that. So y'all both is messy in some form of fashion. Let's just put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that,
And I'm gonna be quiet after this, but to be honest with you, everybody who's doing content on the internet is messy. Let's just call it what Wack be saying. Let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? If you do a content on the internet and you ain't speaking from a point of view of being transparent, just trying to just give both people their little glory, then you're speaking from you're speaking from an area of messiness. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna put your twist on it, and whatever the case is. Like me, I know I had to check myself, even talking about the LA gang and politics, because my people's from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the town. I'm from Oakland. My people's like chop it up with me, and they like, yeah, man, check this, bro. I like what you're doing, But when you get to speaking on other people's politics and other people's games, don't say the whole gang. Point the finger at that particular person, because by you pointing the finger at the whole gang culture, that can make them mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a problem with the gang culture. I have a problem with individuals who pump it, pushing the wrong line out here. Like, you would think all these gangbangers on here that have been shot, sent to prison, and all these different things would be the ones on here telling every youngster, no, man, leave this gang stuff alone. Don't come into this. Instead of glorifying how many fights you knocked out in prison, people you beat up, and all this stuff, it should be glorified. You should be talking about the people you seen that got unalived in there, the people you seen got stabbed up in there, how much of a good place, how much of a bad place this is, and you don't want to go. That should be the conversation coming out these people's mouth. But to me, it's a narrative being pushed. But anyway, let's get back to the content.
This dude have done that I've kept under my T-hat, ain't spoke on, and let this dude go on about his business. This is the same dude. I could pull up text messages, like I said. It's not about that with me. It's about content with this guy. It's not about content with me. I drop my content here, get on about my business. When somebody's spending 10, 8 different contents a day, it's a cold day in hell. Now,
I mean, oh wow, that's and only while I was speaking on it, I know people gonna say you must do the same thing. Listen, I'm trying to get my content up there, so of course I'm dropping 2, 3. I don't drop 2, 3 videos a day, but what I do is I might go one day and drop 2 or 3 videos, and then I'll go a day where I don't drop nothing, or 2 days where I don't drop nothing. Then I drop 2 or 3, 4 videos. But I do that just to keep some going in, you know what I'm saying, out there. But far as Young and Jefe saying he just dropped content, then he going about his business. It's not content. It's all content, bro, no matter how you look at it. And I ain't going to get you saying and shout at you, bro. But what I'm saying is all content at the end of the day. If you drop 1 video or drop 10 videos, it's still content, no matter what. Now, you saying he a struggling channel, so he trying to get his things up there to get it back. I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro. It's a lot of people that's struggling, content creators that's trying to come up. That's not a bad thing, bro. Everybody got to find their niche and their avenue to get in. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got that. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers. You feel me? But I understand the dynamics of the game. I understand that everybody had to crawl before they walk. So I ain't going to just talk bad about people who doing numbers now because they got connected to people and did this, did not, their channels going up. Not to mention, No Jumper was a big boost in your career too. By you being a host on No Jumper, it helped you out a whole lot too with viewers and everything else. So you cannot say that by you not appearing on No Jumper that your numbers didn't boost up. So I be hating when people be trying to downplay small content creators. And I ain't saying Spider Loc a small content creator because he been doing this way longer than me. And I don't know if he been doing it longer than Jefe or not. But I will say is, you know what I'm saying? I get what Jefe coming from. I hear where he coming from though, because sometimes you can do content, you ain't tripping like that and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this one and leave it at that. You got somebody doing 2 or 3 contents, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Well, the problem coming in there is you can't downplay anybody who's trying to get a bag. And that's the old thing I be seeing from a lot of people on here. Oh man, he ain't doing nothing, he ain't pushing no number. We can't. It's to the point where a black man don't even want to help out another black man on here. They always yell that when your numbers get up, then we maybe do something that makes sense. What's the problem? So y'all the type of people, and I don't take this as no disrespect, like they say crab in the buckets. It's like once the crab get to the top of the bucket, instead of you reaching down trying to pull somebody up, send a smaller person that's trying to come up, pull them up, y'all rather sit at the top of the barrel and wait for another crab to come up to the top of the barrel, and then y'all sit there, now it's time to have business. Nah, man, you supposed to reach down to help him. Now it's gonna be a bucket full of dead barrels, a barrel full of dead crabs at the bottom of the bucket, bro. Because they're gonna start fighting and killing each other if you ain't trying to help them come up out the bucket, bro. It's crazy.
somebody, like I said, had told me that my name was spoken by him, that, oh yeah, Spider Loc speaking on you. Like I said, I didn't feel the need to go through his content and see what's he speaking on me. And then I got a call from a reliable source, like, hey man, you know this dude Spider Loc speaking on you. I'm like, what? Like, you, yeah, saying this, saying so. Basically, from what my folks tell me, all you guys that's on the net and watch No Jumper, y'all remember the episode that 607 Unc was placed on with me, Munchie B, Adam, Thank Lush, and whoever else was in the room, if it was not us four and Unc. So during that segment, The theatrical person that Unc is, Unc fall to his knees, oh, you know, act crazy. Man never touched me, never placed his hand anywhere. We never did no gay gesture or anything like that. But Adam 22, in his joking manner, called him out like, hey, why you on your knees in front of another man? Without a reasonably doubt, if the man crossed any line, would have caught a foot to the mouth or a knee to the chin, whichever came. So I didn't even feel the need to put his content up. So when my partner tell me this, I go down, look through the content, I see my name again. Aunt Jefe, some is the internet biggest troll, or this and that. And in my mind, like, it's like I've seen many titles and narrative that this dude have spun pertaining to my name. And like I'm saying, I don't know if this dude got some angel dust or he's smoking primos. This dude got
I think why people keep saying they don't think Aunt Hefe built for the internet, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say he's not built for this internet. I just think it's gonna take time for him to understand how this internet is. I ain't never been in this internet long enough, but I understand that once you start creating a buzz and your name start getting big, everybody's gonna have something to say about you, bro. Good or bad. They're gonna have something to say because they're in the content creation space and they're gonna critique you. And a lot of people are fans of Young and Hefe. But at the same time, fans do the same thing. Fans expect for you to be perfect. You dig what I'm saying? And nobody on this earth perfect. You know what I mean? So, they critique the way Hefe talk. They critique the way he falls asleep. I'm one of the type of person who, when I talk about Young Hefe, it's only two things I spoke on with Young Hefe, and that was the fact of him going to sleep. You feel me? And the fact of him getting so animated when it comes to content that doesn't pertain to him, like per se paying for Poom Poom. And then the other situation about the stitching thing with Young Thug, how he got so emotionally attached to it. And see, what you got to understand is the best response to somebody's getting up under your skin is to laugh it off and not respond at all. Because the more you respond to it, the bigger the content get, the bigger the trolls gonna get on top of it. Let's go.
gotta be smoking primos for him to be saying troll. Who do I troll? Like, grab a dictionary, right? Because you like sitting up there, they're like you smoking Bible papers. I don't know if you got incense going. You giving because I got high, you know what I'm saying, Afro man, old school vibes and shit. What you need to do is get the dictionary and look troll up, sir, because I don't troll.
That man said Afro man, old school vibes. He said you were smoking Bible papers with innocence burn. Not that old school jail stuff. That was the Bible papers.
On the internet, bro. I drop content and I talk about real life shit that has happened with me or that I have seen.
And that's what I said too. I said, and Hefe talks about stuff that he experienced himself. I said, this is another segment I made. I said, you can't say a person who, see, this is the thing about this space. Pay attention to the people who doing the content. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the people who on here blogging and doing things. You feel me? Because an educated person, when you listen to an educated person do content who done experienced life, they got more to talk about than the gangbanger hood. Like when you get a gangbanger on No Jumper, what can a gangbanger talk about besides street things? He can't talk about college because he ain't went to college. He went to prison. You know what I'm saying? He can't talk about traveling the world and seeing different things because the only thing he ever traveled to was different penitentiaries. You know what I mean? So that's all he can speak on. You feel me? Let's get back to the content. Y'all hit that like, subscribe button. Let's go. Shout out to Young and Hefe, man, and Spider Loc, man. You feel me? I hate to see two people clashing, especially two black people clashing, because that's all we do is clash. We don't do nothing but tear each other down, man. That's all we do on this internet. And I be trying to big people up, but I also be trying to correct people. So don't ever think I'm bashing or trolling and Hefe. It ain't even like that. I like the dude. I like his content. I really do. I like what he be speaking. He talks some real stuff. I can relate to a lot of stuff he talking about, except for the gangbanger thing, because I'm not a gangbanger. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get back to the content.
Myself. So I don't understand how is that trolling. Secondly, I don't understand why this weird nigga would like even try to play a narrative because I'm calling him out on his bullshit. Like I said, I've seen narratives, seen my name and this dude title with clickbait just to try to get some views and all type of stuff, and I've ignored it and I've not said nothing. This is the same dude, as I said, it's a lot of things I can say, but I'm not gonna even go there because I'm gonna keep it gangster. But what I am gonna say, this is the same dude who has hit my phone during the time when he was caught online talking to Reggie Wright, asking me like, man, hey, Ant.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Spider Loc. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That did not look good at all, bro. That did not look good at all. So I feel what Aunt Hefe is saying. Even if he was a police, an ex-police, you still talking to him about information about the streets and stuff that he might still be connected to the police and giving them information. You know what I mean? So I get what Aunt Hefe is saying right here. Spider Loc is not looking good on your behalf, bro. Let's go.
Man, hey, stay up out of that. Hey, like, bro, man, leave that situation alone. Don't do me like that. And I stayed out the situation. Didn't say nothing. Didn't burn him. Didn't say he was a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say he was talking to an ex-police officer. Didn't get disrespectful. I just let Munchie B and the rest of the people on the internet have their day with it. You know what I'm saying? I gave that dude that respect. Amongst a lot of other times, this dude had tapped in with me. Like, hey.
Now I understand young Ed Hefe why he's so mad now. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand why he did this video right here. And I feel you on that. When somebody call you and ask you not to do something like that to him because of the way they trying to spread a narrative on you and you agree to it and don't do nothing, you got to show that man that same courtesy back, bro. One hand washes another, and that's what's wrong, man. That's why I be saying, why you think I don't rock with nobody like that, man? I got my own chosen few people, my own circle, a small circle of people I deal with. You feel me? Because I ain't got time for these kind of games. You got these dudes that act like they cool with you. In all reality, he probably jealous of and have fake page. I don't know. This is an assumption. This is just alleging. I'm just saying. I'm just guessing. I'm not putting nothing on it. I'm not trying to say that that's what it is. I don't know. He already said he was a struggling page, which was a shot at Spider Loc. But I'm a struggling page. That's why I'm laughing because listen, I'm a struggling page too, trying to get up there. Man, ain't nothing wrong with struggling, man. You gotta, as long as you keep struggling, as long as you keep trying, man, till you get there, you're gonna make it one day. Let's go.
Hey, my folks this and that, such and such, and I'm like, for sure, I stood standard with this dude. But the minute I speak on the squabble with the East Coast, that I don't even speak disrespectful in, I'm just talking about a federal story, and just so happened in this story, I happen to get down with Tiny Loft from East Coast Crip, and this dude wants to come to the forefront with an East Coast Crip shirt on, talking about, oh yeah, he was way smaller. And this dude don't even know who the hell I'm talking about. Don't even know this dude. Don't even know the problem that this dude was having with the East Coast is in 11H down there. To where them people like damn near almost disowned the man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not going to even speak on a situation that's not mine because that's 11A East Coast business. But right. My question for you, Spider, right? So since you coming at me, you feel the need to come at me and play with me, a nigga that ain't kept it silent. I got some questions for you since you want to play this gay narrative, right? What type of real nigga come out their motherfucking house, asshole naked, in a pair of khakis, kicking it outside, smoking with the homies, drinking, and doing you know what? If my drawers is not clean, I do not come outside. Or I'm going to revert back to prison and get my ass right there in that sink and hand wash with some soap my goddamn drawers.
Shout out to Ed Hefe, because that's definitely what the brother gonna do. We ain't one thing about black folks, man. I don't know about all black folks. I can't say about all black folks. Obviously, we can't say all black folks because Spider Loc doing it, right? But one thing about black folks, they will take some boxes out and wash them things out by hand and use an iron to iron them dry if they trying to hurry up and get dressed and go outside. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it gangster with you. We don't do what the white folks do, is just throw a pair of jeans on and with no drawers on, be straight free balling. We don't do that kind of stuff. We don't handle little dookie stanks in our jeans. We don't do that. I'm just saying.
Bring them out, dry them out. When they dry them out, I bring my ass outside. Outside is not that important unless you was running to some motherfucking dollars. And I don't think you was running to no dollars when your ass was free balling in them goddamn khakis. Number two, bro, late 40s, early 50s. I don't know which one.
See, this is where the problem come in at right now. Everything you was saying was cool. When y'all start putting age on it, see, a lot of these dudes talking about late for you dudes got to make it to that age, bro. Once you make it to that age, and I promise you, cats, man, y'all gonna have a different aspect on life. Now with Spider Loc, I will say, I be watching a lot of content he be doing. You know, not a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but I do tap in with Spider Loc. I watch more Anne Hefe than I watch Spider Loc. And that's only because I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? People might say the same thing about me, but you know, a lot of stuff with Spider Loc stuff, man, it can be kind of boring in the beginning to start juicing up, and you know what I mean? But I do like some of his content. Anyway, let's get back to it. Hit that like, subscribe button, man, that notification bell so you can receive this mail when I drop it. Let's go.
You got young niggas, bro, and niggas your age is well older from East Coast coming on camera from your clique of East Coast and different East Coast cliques, bro, saying you not from East Coast, saying that you can't come over here, bro. You can't come on camera and address me. You're not going to find no A-Trade that's going to come on camera and tell you that, hey, and is a buster, and is not active, and is a...
Okay, my bad. I thought he was gonna say that you early 40s, late 50s, and whatever, you old nigga. I thought he was gonna be on that kind of time, so I apologize about that. But what he was saying was young dudes and dudes your age is saying that you not from the set, homie. So but you ain't gonna find nobody from A-Trade saying that he's not from. Now let me keep it gangster with you, right? Another reason why I rock with Ant Hefe, just to keep it 100 with you, right? He claimed A-Trade gangsters in LA, right? I'm actually from A-Trade myself, but there ain't no Cripple blood, so I'm from 83rd in East Oakland. You feel me? So that's where the connection come in with me with him, and then I like what he speak on. So let's keep going.
Sucker, and can't come to the set, and is the police, and got a DP. Bro, I've ever been DP'd in my life. You 50 years old, bro, and it seems like you got a DP standing on your head, or you might can't even go to the tribe, bro, but you sit there trying to come for me, bro. Hey, look, bro, you got bigger fish to fry, bro, and I am not your problem, bro, again.
Yeah, man, y'all go over the Young NFA page. I think that was about the end of it, man. I just didn't want to stay all the way through because I get what he was talking about. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said, man, shout out to Young NFA and shout out to Spider Loc, man. You know what I'm saying? They two good content creators. You know what I mean? I just feel like they should have that talk instead of just like Spider Loc, just like you called NFA to ask him not to speak on you or on the situation, but you talk to the police or whatever, the ex-police officer or whatever. You should extend that same courtesy when you heard him speaking on something. You should have called that man on the phone and chopped it up with him and got a different perspective instead of jumping straight to the net and creating content. And I think that's where Aunt Hefe is coming from. But anyway, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit that motherfucker like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell, man. Let's get it, man. You hear me? It's not a game. Let's go.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my